Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
Hi, I'm Terry Sullivan. Welcome to this week's Sticks radio show. I have 4 guests on the show today. Later on in the hour, I'm going to be talking to Alan Fletcher. Many of you may know him as Dr. Carl Kennedy on Neighbours. Before that, I've got 3 other guests from the Panto in St Albans, Jack and the Beanstalk. I'm going to be talking in a few minutes to Wink Taylor, and also later on to Rebecca Cately from CB's Let's Play, and the lovely Gemma Carlisle. The first Let's Play song, well, you may not have heard this one. This is Les McCurran and the Bay City Rollers, a brand new Christmas song. It's called Rock and Roll, It's Christmas Time.
It's Christmas time again, a great time for reminiscing. All the Christmas lights, they shine, shining like New York. Everything is ready to go. Everybody's praying for snow. Top of the Pops is on TV. I'm shang-a-langing round the Christmas tree. Hey, hey, can you hear me singing? Hey, hey, the sleigh bells are ringing. On this day, this one day, I'm with everyone I miss. It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine. Tonight's the night, so let's rock and roll. It's Christmas time again. Mistletoe and wine. Tonight's the night, so let's rock and roll. It's Christmas time again. It's cold outside again. Time to build a snowman. I've been good, that's why Santa Claus is coming. Dean Martin's on the radio singing, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Everyone's a winter wonderland. That's why we love Christmas time. Hey, hey, can you hear me singing? Hey, hey, the sleigh bells are ringing. On this day, this one day, I'm with everyone I miss. It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine. Tonight's the night, so let's rock and roll. It's Christmas time again. Mistletoe and wine. Tonight's the night, so let's rock and roll. It's Christmas time again. It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine. Tonight's the night, so let's rock and roll. It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine. Tonight's the night, so let's rock and roll. It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine. Tonight's the night, so let's rock and roll. It's Christmas time again.
With me today, I have Wink Taylor, who's playing Billy Trott in Jack and the Beanstalk at the Auburn Arena. How you doing, Wink?
I'm all right, Tel. How's you?
I'm fabulous. That's a great name, isn't it, Wink?
Yeah, yeah.
It really isn't. It's got to be made up.
Shall I tell you the story behind it?
Yeah, go on then.
I'll tell you the story behind it. Now, my real name is David, but when my mother was pregnant, I'd be kicking around inside her, and she'd go, "Wee Willie Winky," running through the town, and then she said, "What are we going to call Wink when he or she is born?" Now, they decided to call me David, but they never called it me. Wink stuck, and Wink has stuck for all these years. And I used to be a primary school teacher, So can you imagine the mickey I had taken out of me when the kids found out my name was Wink? I was doomed. I was doomed.
I bet they changed one of the letters in it. But you've worked with some of the great names. I mean, you've worked with the great Norman Wisdom.
Mr. Grimsdale!
Yeah.
I love Norman Wisdom.
The great Ken Dodd, one of the guys I've never had.
What a wonderful day! What a wonderful day for shoving ice cubes down the mother-in-law's bra and saying, "There's that chest freezer you wanted."
He was fabulous.
One of the guys I've never had the pleasure of seeing live, I'll be honest with you. And the other guy you've worked with recently, Paul Daniels.
Oh, Paul Daniels. I love Paul Daniels. When I was a kid, the Paul Daniels Magic Show was appointment to view television.
Saturday nights.
I loved it. You remember it, Tel,
I
don't
do,
you?
very,
It was
very well, I'm afraid.
literally a case of, it was one of those things, you saw so many acts, the next day you'd be talking about it at school, wouldn't you? Well, getting the chance to work with him, I can honestly say I think he's one of the most talented people I have ever met. His range of skills are fantastic, and he's just got this presence on stage. Right, okay, that's magic. Love him.
I think he's either a bit like Marmite. People either love him or don't like him. Hate him. People don't like him because they get the impression he's smug. But I've met him and I've had him on the show. He's a really nice guy. I've actually met him a couple of times since then. I've seen him I saw him in an Easter panto, and him and his wife, they were brilliant. He's a great actor. Yeah. And she was brilliant all the time.
An Easter pantomime.
Yeah, an Easter pantomime.
So was the pantomime excellent?
It was excellent. It was.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. I mean, you played the piano with Princess Anne?
Yeah. Not with Princess Anne. I played it with my fingers, you'll be glad to know.
Okay.
But I played it before Princess Anne, and do you know, she had to leave to get a breath of fresh air. That's what I'm saying. I think it might have been down to the fact that I played absolutely appallingly. But it was quite interesting, actually, because one of the things that was so good about playing the piano was I had a fantastic job where I used to play the piano at the Dorchester. And I met so many lovely people through that, because I've got to be honest with you, I'm a bit of an autograph hunter.
Are you?
Yeah, flashing in the neon lights, Sado. No, but it's true. I love getting autographs. And there's so many famous people at the Dorchester. I had a fabulous time. So, but Princess Anne, I have to say, I was so nervous, Tel. I played so many bad notes. I really did. And in fact, it reminds me of that joke, what's brown and sits on a piano stool? Beethoven's Fifth Movement. Let's move on.
So, did you get her autograph?
I didn't get her autograph. I've got to be honest with you, Tel, I don't think she talked to me. I was slightly worried that she'd send me to the tower, actually.
So, who's the most famous person you got autograph of then?
Well, I hate name droppers, as I was saying to Her Majesty the other day, but it is Her Majesty.
You have the Queen?
Met Her Majesty, yeah. And do you know what? I can tell you're a fan of light entertainment, aren't you? You're a fan of variety.
Big time.
I'll tell you something now, Tel. The Queen is the greatest compere who ever lived. The Queen could put Bruce Forsyth to shame, because the way that she can handle a room is superb. She's only a tiny lady, and she just commands a room. Yeah.
So, did she sign something for you then?
Yes, she did, actually.
A check?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And so you do a bit of ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism, yeah.
Sorted out?
Yeah, it's very good. I do alternative ventriloquism, and that is if you can't hear what the dummy's saying, you read my lips.
Okay.
But no, I do. I loved ventriloquists. Back to Paul Daniels again. Paul Daniels' Magic Show had so many good ventriloquists on, and one of my favourites was, "Oh, you silly ass."
Ray Charles.
He was brilliant. And of course Keith Harris.
Yeah.
And someone who's really, really sort of coming up through the ranks now because of Britain's Got Talent. Steve Hewlett.
Yeah.
A fantastic band.
Yeah, it was Ray Allen and Lord Charles.
That's it, yeah.
I'll tell you how old I am. I remember Lenny the Lion.
Good heavens,
Yes.
Lenny the Lion.
Yeah.
My goodness me.
Going back-
You must be so old you knew Madame Butterfly when she was a caterpillar.
Possibly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I turned down the art, man. So you've also done a BBC Doctor Who radio play.
Yeah, that's right. I love Doctor Who. Yeah. I love Doctor Who. I'm a massive fan. I was a big fan of Tom Baker. Yes. I love Tom Baker. He was my favourite. This one was with Paul McGann. Okay. And Paul McGann did a one-off movie.
That's right.
But then ended up doing a load of stuff for BBC Radio 7. And I was in one of those. And I'm afraid to say I was rather overawed, because I wanted to be in Doctor Who all my life. Can you imagine, Tel? All my life I wanted to be Doctor Who.
Like a little kid in a sweet shop.
I tuned into the radio and I went, who's that awful actor? Oh gosh, it's me. I was terrible. I had to play a revolutionary who got thrown off a parapet. So it was one of those, boom.
Oh.
and I rather overplayed it.
Overcooked it.
I rather overcooked it, yeah.
Okay.
But it was great fun, and I mean, we all make mistakes, said the Dalek climbing off the dustbin, so that's the case, yeah.
So, and you've also worked in the circus, doing what?
Yeah.
Apart from putting up the tent.
Yeah, that was part of the job. I lived and worked in a circus. I was the chief clown, and I loved it. Never again, because it's the fittest I've ever been in my life, and I just don't think I could do it now.
Which circus was that?
It was the Circus Starlight that travelled all around the Channel Islands.
Okay.
And I met such lovely people. Circus people are very, very honest. If they like you, they love you. If they don't like you, they don't like you. And I was really lucky. We all got on so well. And it was a very, very sort of romantic period in my life. I literally ran away and joined a circus.
Wow.
And but there was only one problem. I went out with a trapeze artist and she caught me in the act. But anyway.
So you're not from the Channel Islands?
No, I'm not from the
No.
Channel Islands. I lived in Jersey for a time,
That's a lovely
and
place.
I loved the Channel Islands.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's
I went there
gorgeous.
for my honeymoon.
Oh, did you really?
I did, yes, I did. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, fantastic.
And you also do voice and celebrity talking. You do voices,
Yeah,
the chatterbox. I've seen them. They're annoyingly in the shop. So you open them up and you think, oh, I've got it's like Delboy and things
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
right, yeah.
And you do all of them.
That was me. I did all of those, and that was a lovely, lovely job. The irony was, in the south, the biggest seller was Del Boy. I'll do a quick one. All right, Rodney, you great plonker. So that was but in the north, it was actually Peter Kay.
Oh,
And it was Peter Kay as, do you remember that lovely character he played, Brian Potter?
in Phoenix Nights.
In Phoenix Nights,
Yes.
that's right. Oh, we beat the club, here we go, Jerry, come on. And that was just great. That job was lovely. I love that job.
Because it was you. I suppose you get paid time and time again, do you? Or?
You're absolutely right, yeah.
You
It was a
Jerry
lovely one, yeah.
So do you do any adverts? Have you done any voiceover?
Done quite a few adverts. I'm just about, literally, in 2 days' time, about to go into rehearsals in a play about Kenneth Williams. And Kenneth Williams was one of the voiceovers that I loved. Kenneth Williams.
Me too.
I'll do a quick Kenneth for you. Oh, no, matron, I see you. Oh, no, yes, don't listen about my nostrils are so large, they got an echo. Ah, yes. And I'm so looking forward to doing this play. My lovely friend Bob Golding, who is in this show, who all St Albans natives will know, has just finished doing the most fantastic Eric Borken, and I'm going to ask him an awful lot of questions about the responsibility of playing such a well-loved comic
So you're
figure.
actually going to be playing Kenneth Williams?
Absolutely, sir.
Really?
Absolutely.
Is it a one-man show like the Morecambe?
It's
or?
a two-man show
Two-man.
because it's about the relationship between Kenneth Williams and Tony Hancock.
Oh,
And
that'd be fabulous.
we're trying it out at the Buxton Fringe Festival. We're then going to take it to Cheltenham, my hometown, and then it's touring nationally next year. And I can't wait, Tal. I'm really excited
Oh,
about
it sounds great. I mean, he was one of I loved him. And the other guy I remember from the great times was Frankie Howard.
Oh, shut your face. No, wait. Oh, just get myself comfy. Oh!
And I had the great pleasure of seeing him. He was doing a double bill with, would you believe, Hot Gossip. And
No.
I remember, it was a nightclub in Watford, actually. And I remember him coming, he came on stage after Hot Gossip had been on. And he goes, how the hell am I going to follow that? That wasn't quite what he said, but that was the gist of it.
Yes, absolutely.
And he was absolutely fabulous. But you, not only do you do comedy, you do your ventriloquism, but you do writing as well. You've written
Yes.
for loads of famous people.
I absolutely love writing, Tal. I really do. There's just a lovely thing in the fact that I've got a really nice office at home, which is surrounded by all my books, and it's the right environment for me to write in. I've written all of the Basil Brush live theatre shows since, I think it was about 2006 I started that. I've written most of the Sooty episodes that are on TV currently, ITV1 on Saturday and Sunday, and then the CITV during the week, and that's been a pleasure, and I've fortunately been able to write for a lot of celebrities. One of the biggest and the best that made my day was Brian Blessed. I'd written a script for Brian Blessed playing Father Christmas, and I never thought he'd say yes to it. And he did. And if I could go back in time and say to my 10-year-old self who was watching Flash Gordon, one day you'll be writing a script for him, not only would I have been amazingly surprised. I would have probably called social services actually and gone, who is this man talking to me right now? But yeah, it's lovely. I love writing.
He's a great larger-than-life character, Brian. I've had the pleasure, and it was a pleasure as well.
Yeah. Once met, never forgotten.
No, I'm still. It's one of my hair's going a bit grey from him. So, what do you enjoy most? Do you enjoy the performing, or do you enjoy the writing? Or
It's a simple answer to that question, Tal. Everything, bit of everything. I think it's all about getting the balance right, and a lot of writing, a lot of performing, and I have to